Let's talk about dust, those pesky little particles that are everywhere we look. These tiny materials can be made up of a variety of things and can be found both indoors and outdoors. In our homes, dust can be found on almost any surface, from floors to furniture, and it can trigger allergies and cause respiratory problems, especially for those with pre-existing conditions like asthma. Despite being an annoyance, dust serves an important purpose. By monitoring dust levels, we can gain a better understanding of air quality and the impact of human activity on the environment. To know more about it, watch this video till the end. Make sure to subscribe and turn the notifications on to get notified whenever we post. What is dust made of? Pollen, germs, smoke, ash, sea salt crystals, sand, and microscopic pieces of dirt or rock are all possible components of dust. Little pieces of hair, pollutants, and human and animal skin cells can also be found in dust. Dust particles can be seen blowing through the atmosphere when it's windy outside. Your home gets around 2/3 of its dust from the outside, including dirt walked in on your shoes and soot and pollen that are carried inside by the wind. The remainder consists mainly of pet hair, clothing fibres, and carpet fluff. Hence, in addition to fluffy hair and garden soil, dust can contain a witch's brew of persistent organic pollutants, metals, endocrine disruptors, and more. However, one of the most common components of household dust is dead skin cells. Humans shed millions of skin cells every day, and many of them end up settling on surfaces in our homes, contributing to the accumulation of dust. The biggest organ in the body, the skin, serves as the body's first line of defense against outside bacteria, infections, water loss, temperature changes, trauma, and UV radiation. The epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous layer are its three separate layers. The epidermis, which makes up the outermost and thinnest layer of the skin and forms the distinctive skin tone, acts as a waterproof barrier. The overlaying cells are continuously pushed higher as a result of the ongoing production of new basal cells in the epidermis's lowest layer, where they gradually dry out, keratinize, and become flaky, dry skin. The young skin cells that have migrated upward and towards the skin surface replace these old skin cells. This entire rejuvenation process takes an average of 28 days and is known as a skin cycle. Humans shed about 600,000 skin cells per day and up to 1.5 pounds of skin cells per year. Research from the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology found that shedding skin contributes to 69 to 88% of dust in our homes, which in most people's opinion is gross. Exposure to dust particles can lead to a range of health effects, depending on the size and concentration of the particles, as well as the duration and frequency of exposure. For example, inhalation of fine particles such as PM2.5 has been linked to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases, including asthma, bronchitis, lung cancer, and heart attacks. Exposure to larger particles, such as PM10, can cause irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat, as well as exacerbate existing respiratory conditions. Individuals who are most vulnerable to the health effects of dust particles include children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing respiratory or cardiovascular conditions. In addition, people who work in industries that generate a lot of dust, such as construction or mining, may be at higher risk of health problems related to dust exposure. In addition to health effects, dust can also cause other problems, such as reduced visibility and damage to crops, vegetation, and buildings. Dust can also contribute to climate change by altering the Earth's radiation balance and causing changes in weather patterns. Reducing and managing household dust can be achieved through the following ways. Keep it outside. Try to keep the dust outside by removing shoes before entering the house and encouraging guests to do the same. You can also place a doormat outside and inside the house to wipe off any dust from shoes. Groom your pets in a clean space. Pets can shed a lot of hair and skin cells, which can contribute to dust buildup in the home. Groom your pets in a designated area that is easy to clean and vacuum regularly. Pack up paper and fabrics. Cluttered areas with piles of paper and fabrics can collect dust easily. Organise your living spaces and pack away items that are not being used. Change air filters. Change air filters regularly to keep your HEPA system functioning optimally and to reduce the amount of dust circulating in the air. Vacuum regularly. Vacuum carpets, rugs and furniture regularly to remove dust that has settled. Dust surfaces. Dust surfaces such as countertops, shelves and furniture regularly, using a damp cloth or microfiber cloth to prevent the dust from becoming airborne. Wash bedding regularly. Wash bedding, including sheets, pillowcases and comforters, at least once a week to reduce the amount of dust mites and skin cells that can accumulate. Use an air purifier. Place air purifiers in your most used rooms to help suck up dust before it settles. Add a plant to every room. Plants can help purify the air and reduce dust by capturing airborne particles. Keep the humidity in your house under control. High humidity can contribute to the growth of mold and dust mites. Use a dehumidifier or air conditioner to keep the humidity level between 30 to 50%. Clean your air vents and ducts. Hire a professional to clean your air vents and ducts to remove any accumulated dust. Use natural cleaning products. Using natural cleaning products can help reduce the amount of dust and chemicals in your home. Try using vinegar, baking soda and lemon juice to clean surfaces. The silver lining. While it may seem like a daunting process, skin regeneration is actually a complex yet interesting series of events that involves a variety of cells and molecules working together in perfect harmony. It requires a delicate balance of factors to ensure proper healing and regeneration. Thanks to ongoing research and the dedication of healthcare professionals, we're gaining a deeper understanding of this process. This means that new treatments and therapies can be developed to promote skin regeneration and improve the overall health and well-being of individuals. While it's creepy to think about dead skin cells in our dust, it's also a reminder of our body's amazing ability to regenerate and heal itself. So let's embrace this natural process and keep our homes clean and healthy. It's important to know that the dust in our homes and offices is not just harmless debris. In fact, it's made up of a combination of various materials, including pollen, hair, textile fibers, paper fibers, soil minerals, cosmic dust particles, and more. Exposure to certain types of dust can have serious health effects, including irritation of the airways, coughing, wheezing, and difficulty breathing. It can also aggravate asthma, COPD, and other chronic lung conditions, leading to a higher frequency and severity of attacks. In rare cases, exposure to certain particles and dust may even increase the risk of heart attacks and stroke in susceptible people. To minimise the risk of health problems related to dust exposure, it's important to take preventative measures. This includes wearing appropriate respiratory protection, maintaining good indoor air quality, and minimising exposure to dust through proper ventilation and filtration systems. Regularly monitoring air quality and taking appropriate actions to reduce the concentration of dust particles in the environment is also key. Now that you know the horrifying truth about household dust, don't forget to implement these tips to keep your home clean and healthy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more eye-opening content.